Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's month end, and I think May is going to be remembered by all the rain and relatively cool temperatures across most of the Midwest. As we go into June, the market's hoping that this jet stream in the U.S. lifts north and allows for warmer temperatures and maybe less rain in the south and normal rains in the Midwest. This is supposedly going to be an El Nino year, maybe a mild one, but historically El Nino years have been good for U.S. summer crops. The interesting thing is that it tends to be drier, like in Indonesia, Malaysia, where they grow palm oil. China came out and said they expect a little bit of dryness in the northern areas where they grow the corn and beans, and maybe some flooding in the southern areas. We'll also kind of be watching the impact that El Nino may have on some other areas of the country, world, like maybe Australia or Russia just came out and said that their crops might be a little bit lower. We also expect today EPA to come out with the much awaited mandates on ethanol and biofuel. They haven't really put out anything out since 2014. The key is what they'll say for 15 and whether they stair-step that up to 16. A lot of focus on biofuels, in which they could come out with some friendly numbers in the biofuel numbers to help soybean oil prices. As far as export sales, we're expecting today the wheat sales will be 100 to 300 million tons. Corn, old crop 5 to 700, new crop 100 to 300, and beans 150 to 300 old crop beans, which is still supportive to nearby basis levels, and new crop 100 to 300, which means that the buyers, especially China, are patient in buying next year's beans at this point. I think most of them believe that prices could go lower. We also noted that the International Grain Council raised their estimates of world corn and wheat 2015 crops. In the corn, they went to 961 million metric tons. It's up 10. Last year we did 997. Most of the increase was Brazil, United States, and China. They raised the world wheat crop to 715 million tons. That's previous number was 705. Last year was 721. Again, increases in China, Russia, and the Ukraine. So we'll be watching the weather. We'll be watching the EPA announcements. We'll be watching the funds do anything on the month end, and then we'll be watching export sales. On Monday, I'll be in Kansas City. There is an annual meeting of a conference of about 700 food companies. It'll be interesting to see what they see in upcoming blends in foods, talk about the color additives, talking about the different things that they might be taking out of food to make it safer, and talking about El Nino and talking about various things about the future of foods. So should be an interesting meeting. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.